All right, welcome to our final day of the Cricut Crafting Adventure in our morning adventure live chat. Amy, I'm so happy to be here with you again this one last day of the adventure.
Yeah. Good morning, Jen. How are you? It's day
I'm
5.
good. I'm actually
I'm excited for day.
my cold is I'm starting to feel a little bit better. It's just crazy. It started right at the beginning of the adventure, so still a
Yep,
little bit fuzzy, but oh, it's been such a fun week. Like,
it really has. And I didn't even text you this morning to ask you what color you're wearing, and we match. Look at that. Blue and blue.
yep, we do.
Yeah.
Yep, I got a little bit of teal on. I feel sassy, I wear teal.
You're so
So
funny. I have the
yeah.
same shirt in 75 colors. I'm sure people have picked up on that, but that's just how I roll.
Well, all week, I don't know
Anyway.
if you guys noticed, but I try to wear a different adventure shirt every week. So I had my Yellowstone adventure shirt. I had my Great Glacier adventure shirts. So I was
Uh-huh.
trying to do glacier shirt or adventure type, souvenir shirts every single day.
You're so good. You're so on theme. I love it.
I am on theme. It's my thing. But yes,
Let's see.
sassy with teal. So we got anybody here? Any adventures
Yes, we have lots of
joining us?
adventures. I know it's a little weird to be, chatting on a Saturday. So let's see. Shirley says she's here. She can only stay for 10 minutes, but she's going to come back tonight. And why is she coming back tonight, Jen?
Okay, so
Tell us.
that's actually because Amy and I decided that today, or decided yesterday, that we'd like to do a wrap up to the Cricut Crafting Adventure. So, a special live event that we can have tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And we're just going to kind of like talk about like how the cool things that, this week, some of the adventures that we saw and people taking. And then just kind of like a little like how can we keep the adventure going is what we wanted to do. So how can we
Hmm.
encourage you? What kind of things like can we do to guide you going forward in the next year until the next crafting adventure.
Yeah, I
So
love that. So we'll do a
yeah,
little wrap up here tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern. And, come in your pajamas, bring your nighttime drink of choice,
I was gonna say
coffee, tea, whatever you want to do.
yeah.
And we'll hang out and just kind of, talk about the event. And if you're VIP, really the event doesn't end for you. It just keeps going. And we'll talk a little bit about some of the benefits of grabbing that because today is the last day to get the VIP pass for our event at the discounted price. Tonight, we mentioned yesterday we did not raise the price when the event started, but the price is going up tonight at midnight Eastern. It's going up to $97 for the full event. This is your last chance today to grab it at that discounted price. But we can talk about that. Talk about that later. So many goodies. And in the Facebook group, we've had so many people say that they're really glad they have it, the VIP, because, things come up during the week or they want to rewatch something and they can't. So it's great for stuff like that.
A lot of people, it's you've got life, you've got work, you've got kids. So today's actually the first day that they're really able to sit down and do crafting. So
Yeah.
we're excited to see, and we know where the Facebook group is going to blow up today with the different pictures and projects and things, which is again
Hmm.
makes us feel so good and
It
makes our
does.
speakers, our tour guides, like they love it. So we're so
Yeah, they really
excited.
do. So should I go over, Jen, briefly the workshops that we have today on day 5?
That sounds
And
like a
then we have
fabulous idea. I have
and
the
then we have some
slide.
super, super special guests today. But
You guys, we're so excited. This is going to be super fun. All right. All right, here we go with the slide.
all right, awesome. So today, day 5 of the Cricut Crafting Adventure. Again, we have our regular workshops, and then we have our 2 excursions, which are those deep dives into Cricut related topics. And we think you're going to love those. So let's see. So we're going to start up in the top left-hand corner, and that is our that's from Erin Reed, and that's a vinyl travel map. So she's going to show you how to make this really cool wall art that's a map, and you can make it colorful like hers, or you can make it using colors that match your decor. So we know you're going to love that one. Then the second one is Kelly Russo from yesterday. Remember, we met with Kelly. She was our special guest. She is back with a second project for our adventure, and this is a layered infusible ink travel mug. And she's doing this project on behalf of Creative Fabrica, one of our awesome sponsors. So if you are interested in doing the mugs, like we've been talking about a lot with sublimation, but you don't have your own sublimation printer, she's going to show you a really cool way to use infusible ink. And then our next one is a really cool project from Naomi Garcia. and she's going to show you how to display memories with a layered photo card. So you can see that the photo is this project is dimensional, and the different layers sort of stand up from each other, and it makes a regular travel photo really, really special. So I know you're going to love that one. And then we have a really cool card from Brandi Mahon from Stamp Me Some Love. It's a beautiful card that's all layered and cut. When you see it in real life, it's really, really pretty. And this is a wish you were here layered card. So maybe you're on an adventure and you miss some people back home and you want to send them a note or a card. Of course, you can use this card for lots of other occasions too. So that's beautiful. Then on the second row, I'm really excited. We have Amanda DiNovo. She's from Amanda Panda Projects, and I've been friends with Amanda online for several years. And Amanda does really cool live crafting. So if you're into watching people craft live, Amanda from Amanda Panda Projects is someone you want to follow on Facebook. She's amazing with doing all kinds of crafting, especially thrift store crafts, Dollar Tree crafts. She's awesome. And I asked her especially, would you please make a Cricut craft so you could be in our adventure? And she did. So she made us this etched mirror, and it's actually a thrift store flip. So she's going to show you how to take something that you find at the thrift store and decorate it and enhance it using your Cricut, which is super awesome. Then I'm going to skip the next one. We'll come back to that one. And then we have our easy, let me find it. Sorry. Oh, this is from Betsy Smith from Happily Ever After, etc. And she's made these really cool, easy road trip acrylic board games. So if you're traveling with the kids or the grandkids this summer, this is going to be a really fun project. Then the next one is Adventures into Trendy Sublimation Patches. And this is with Chris Butler, and she's from Daily Dose of DIY. She's going to show you how to sublimate onto those really cool patches that you can put on hats. And that's our first excursion today. And then coming back to the second photo in that bottom row, this is going to be with Gjoa Crandall, our friend Gjoa from Special Heart Studio, and she's going to do an excursion onto AI, artificial intelligence for crafters. And this is actually going to be a fun conversation, a recorded conversation with Gjoa and Jen, our co-host, and you're going to enjoy watching Gjoa go through the process of how you can use AI in your crafting. And that's it. That's our schedule for the day. I think we saved the best for last, Jen.
Yeah, I agree. Let's see.
So let us know in the comments which one of today's presentations you're most excited about. I'm going to take a look at the comments.
So as you were going through, this is me being professional on the last day, but as you were going through that list, I actually wrote down a couple comments that I thought were really funny. But Betsy said that as soon as we announced the live tonight, she said her husband heard it and started planning supper around it, so because he knew she'd want to watch it.
Oh, awesome!
And then Nikki actually has a great suggestion. So she printed off our schedule, and now she's just been using it as a checklist, so she can go through and try all the different adventures.
I love that.
Posting in the Facebook group. I think you've noticed, the girl is insane.
Yes.
She's doing all the things. It's awesome.
Yes, and I think next year, Jen, you need to design. Because I like to give you projects. You need to design some. I come up with the idea and I tell you to do it. I think you need to design some adventure patches that are like, I made 3 projects from the Cricut Crafting Adventure. I made 5 projects. I made 10 projects. Because some of these attendees are killing it with all the projects.
Well, and I don't know about you guys, but I need motivation. I do. Yeah. So I like to pat myself in the back. I think they call it treat incentives. So it's like I will give myself a little bit of a woohoo, or the first day of the adventure, I'm like, ooh, it's the first day. We're on the first day, so I get to go to the local coffee shop that's super expensive but over boho cute and buy myself lunch. So yeah, I like to do the little things. So any way that we can motivate you guys to go ahead and continue crafting and with that little treat mentality. And then one last thing I wanted to mention is that Denise was saying that she's sad that this is the last one. And you guys, it's not the last one. In fact, I was just talking to my mother-in-law the other day, and she did not realize that we have over 30 of these chats now. So we've been doing this since last year. If you guys go and look under the live tab here at the YouTube channel, you will see how many of these we have. So I hope that you guys can do that. And then we do keep doing them during the year.
We do,
So
and we're excited about that. We like hanging out with you. You know, in the summer, Jen tries to travel with her family, and I travel a lot for baseball. But we're definitely going to try this year to get a little more consistent with our schedule because it is really fun to chat with you guys.
and then also Wendy, she said she's not seen the link to Joa's presentation. So Joa's presentation is kind of a last minute sub because Joa is actually having some family emergencies. And so we're actually just kind of pulling that all together right now. So it will, if you
It
don't
will
see
be
it
there.
now,
Hmm.
it will be there today. So just
Yes.
to let you guys know that that is that situation. So
And Amanda's here, Amanda Panda Projects. Um, I just adore her. She is so fun. I really hope that you'll go
yeah,
and follow
yeah.
her.
She
Follow
is
her
all
Facebook
into
page.
sunflowers, and even her photo that she gave us is
Yeah.
like I could
No,
just, you know, like
she's the best.
she'd be like super fun to hang out with.
Yeah,
So
we've been online crafty buddies for a long time. Next year, Amanda, we should have you do an excursion that's like cricket crafting and thrifting and all that stuff. Kind of like what you did this year, but make
oh.
it, you know, more excursiony.
Ooh, it would be fun if we could actually like go out with the excursions a little bit. Ooh, Amy, maybe we actually need to actually hang out together
We do. We
and then
do.
do a
We do need
video.
to hang out. We
That would be
before we hang out, we need to actually meet in real life.
okay. That's I kind of figured they go together. We wouldn't just go
Well, yeah,
woo, and then
yeah, that's true.
so yeah. No, Joe is fine. It's just there's a lot of emergencies right now that just one on top of the other. So yes, thank you guys so much for supporting her. Um, she loves you all so much. So we're excited for
She
that.
does.
For
Yes. Yes. Rhonda says we should plan a crafty cruise. I 100% agree with that.
yeah,
100%.
you guys, we've talked about this before, and you know my fear of water. So it's a
No,
real thing.
you're
Amy's
gonna be just
sure that
fine.
I'll be just fine.
Yeah. Take a Dramamine and a Xanax, and you'll be fine. Just get on the boat. It's
Okay.
gonna be okay.
Well, I am actually doing a river cruise. I think we mentioned this before, but in two
Mhm.
weeks, I'm turning 50, and I'm also going to be in Paris for the first time. So
Yay!
husband came through on that one. We're doing the river cruise from Paris and then out to Rennes, and then out to Normandy, kind of. So that'll be fun.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Oh, that's good. Will you be in France when my son is wandering the globe internationally? In case.
Depends on when he is, and yeah,
Okay.
I certainly could be.
All
Yeah.
right. I'm gonna have to look at that because I'm a little nervous about that.
Yeah, no, I actually this is my gonna be my third river cruise, and I can totally handle those because you can see each shore,
Mm-hmm.
and there isn't a ton of movement and stuff, so it's actually just really really calming. So yeah,
No, that sounds fun. Everyone's saying happy birthday, happy
well thank you.
50th birthday.
So actually, this is so funny. You guys know me so well. So Cori says, as long as I'm talking Procreate, I'll be distracted. It's so true. It's so true.
That
So
is true.
you know me and my
Yeah.
obsessions. Speaking of which, I have to say, you guys, I am super excited. My live course experience, I gave you guys a Play Today special offer um, during the Cricut Crafting Adventure here, and I have several, well, many people that actually signed up for that. So it's definitely a go. It's in June, and that's going to be really fun. I do a little happy dance every time I see like one of those notifications come through. I'm like, woo! So
And you'll have some cool travel pictures to do in your when you do all your live, your live classes as part of your course. You'll have new European travel pictures.
it's true.
Paris, maybe the Eiffel
Um,
Tower,
Speaking
something
of
cool.
photos, I got a package in the email. So you guys gave us your best recommendations for little mini photo printers. And just the other day, I opened up an Amazon package. I'm like, I didn't order this. So you guys had said that the sprocket was super awesome. And so I received from an early birthday present from my bestie Amy here, a little sprocket. So yesterday I was like playing with that and like, doing, and I love it because you can do collages. So it's like I can put multiple photos together and then it just prints it out.
Um,
So I'm
oh,
totally going to be
that's
the geek that's over in Europe with her little,
yes,
like whipping out her photo
the
printer.
little printer. Apparently, there's a smaller size one, like it'll make a 2 by 3 size photo. But I consulted with the expert, my 13-year-old
You and
daughter,
your
and she
daughter.
said the bigger size is better.
Oh, I'm excited. Actually, so once
Yeah.
you put the four, like if you do the collage, they get kind of
Mhm.
small and stuff. So I think that
Yeah.
that's going to be good. But
Yeah.
yeah, it was pretty fun. So
Yay. I hope you
Yeah,
enjoy it. Awesome.
yeah. So that is my next adventure. Well, actually, not quite. We have one more adventure starting super soon, and that actually ties into our special guest. Now, do we want to? Are we ready to move into that
I
introduction, or was there?
I no, I think so. I'm ready, but I don't know if these ladies need an introduction because everyone's going to know
No.
who they are. I don't
Okay.
think
Well, I'm
so.
gonna throw this slide up, and then we're gonna bring them
Okay.
on. So here we go. This is their introduction. So do you guys know them? I think you know
Woo!
them. Let's give them a
Yep.
big hey how in the chat here. All right, I'm just gonna add them in. All right, so this is Angie and Cori. Cori George. She's actually over in Washington right now, and Angie Holden, and they are like two crafty besties that are actually hosting Sub Camp. So actually, it's not just Sub Camp this year, is it? What is it?
No, it's not.
It's
So
Sublimation plus DTF camp, so direct to film camp. We're adding another type of printer craft this year.
so
Love
that's
that.
super exciting.
Very exciting. Thanks so much for being here with us, Angie and Cori. Cori, I know it's early for you. We appreciate that. You getting up early to chat with us.
No problem.
For having us.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is so fun. You know, we had Jennifer Maker did a great workshop in our event on sublimation. Chris Butler has one. Everyone's always interested in sublimation, and I did a DTF project this year in our event. So everyone's super interested and excited. So we want to let them know that subcamp is the next step, the next adventure to take. So can
And
you tell
Amy
us
and
a
I will
little bit?
both be there as well.
Yes, we'll both be there as speakers. But do you want to tell everyone a little bit about subcamp and what they can expect?
Sure. Cori, you want me to do it?
Go for it.
Okay. So I'm just going to go like if you've never heard of Sublimation Camp before. So we started Sublimation Camp. This is our third year. And it was all about teaching sublimation printing, sublimation crafting for any crafter from beginner to more advanced. And this year, DTF is becoming a hot new topic. Everyone's kind of diving into it, experimenting with it a little bit. So we decided to add some DTF printing classes to the lineup. And they are very beginner classes, kind of like what is DTF, how to use a printer, how to like purchase and press a transfer if you don't have a printer, the different kind of beginner classes for those direct to film printing people that just want to kind of understand what it is. And this year we have 23 speakers and 40 classes.
Wow.
And 10 of those classes are like beginner sublimation. So if you have like never heard of sublimation before, we have classes for you. Or if you want to know like what type of printer to get, what type of heat press to get, we have all of those different kind of like beginner classes. And the beginner classes, it's 10 classes total, and those are free all 3 days. So you can definitely, if you're a beginner, get started with those basics. And then every day, May 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, we have 10 other new classes that are new this year.
Oh, that's fantastic. And if someone is in a bit of a time crunch, do you offer like a VIP pass so that they can purchase that and watch at their leisure?
Yeah, so we offer a VIP pass, and we're still like early bird pricing is going on right now. So this is like the best time to get it. We always have people email us and say,
Yeah,
I missed
I
the early
know.
bird. Can I get it? And we have to like, say no, and it stinks. I don't like saying no.
'Cause you don't
So
wanna. No.
if you do not
Yeah.
want to say no, so our early bird ticket is on sale now, and that will go up until tickets go on sale or until the event opens, basically the night before the
Which
event
is
opens.
May 2nd.
It's May 2nd. So our events are very close this year, but I feel like your event leads so nicely into our event because so many sublimation crafters started with Cricut crafting. So, I mean, both Angie and I did.
Yeah, I was
and
just gonna say that. And you guys have
good
kind of like, kind of followed your own like kind of, path here. So you're still doing the Cricut stuff, but now you're also doing the sublimation, the DTF, and the lasers. You're both doing lasers, which is exciting.
lots of lasers.
I like any kind of crafting technology. If you have crafting technology, sign me up. That's
Yeah.
any type of machine. I'm I'm in.
Well, I'm always shocked by the variety of projects that you have, Angie. And it's almost all techniques. like you really seem to like really enjoy experimenting and just trying to figure out like how would I do this. So a lot of times I'm trying to figure something out and I do a little search and right away I'm like, well, of course Angie did something on it. So
Yes.
it's always like a really good kind of starting spot to figure out, okay, no, what, where has this gone before? And yeah, no, I appreciate that a lot.
Yeah, so my degree's in engineering, and I worked as an engineer for many years, and then sort of did this as a side hustle for a while, and then realized I could make a living doing this. I gave up engineering like in 2016, but it totally makes sense because I love all those experiments, testing new things, like coming up with different ways to like push these machines to the limits. Like that's kind of like it kind of combines the two worlds a little bit.
Oh, that is perfect.
Oh,
And
that's
actually,
interesting.
that's really
Yeah.
fun for us to know.
Yeah.
And actually, I wanted to know a little bit more, like kind of your how you guys kind of got here a little bit. So you're an engineer. Cori, how did you kind of get to this point?
So I have a degree in publishing. So sort of the opposite of being an engineer, I feel. I
That
went
makes you
the
guys work so well together.
yes, well together. I actually started my first blog 20 years ago this year. So
Oh, wow.
Wow.
back in the day, it was to keep my family updated on what I was doing in graduate school when I went to go study publishing. And then for a long time, I thought I would be in publishing. So my blog was a book review blog. I still,
Yep.
both Angie and I read voraciously. We have a little book club. Um,
Oh, that's awesome.
so I thought I would be working in publishing. I ended up getting into marketing instead. And I started sharing some crafts on my blog and mostly sewing, actually. I did mostly sewing in the beginning. And then I got a Cricut and was like, yes, this is it. This is my favorite. This is awesome. And yeah, so I quit my job in 2013 to do this full time.
I think
Oh,
you were
wow.
one of the
You've
first
been doing
people
that
I
for a
kind
long
of found online when I was first starting
Mhm.
to kind of dive into this.
Mhm.
And then that's interesting because I think my first blog was 18 years ago and it was Blogger. And like there was
Yeah,
like zero, like, I mean, I look at that now and I'm like, wow, is that like the dark ages of blogging? So
seriously. My first one was on a platform called Zanga, which doesn't exist
don't
anymore.
even
Oh,
know
wow.
it. Yep.
And then I moved over to Vox, which Vox is now like a news site, but it used to be a microblogging site. So I was blogging there and then I moved to WordPress at some point. But yeah, it's like, I mean, I have friends at our wedding in 2013. We had friends, like internet friends there because I had met
Oh,
people the
fun.
first 10 years of blogging.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, it was really, I don't know, I feel like it's been a fun journey.
So now
And
you and
I
Angie
was,
actually, like, how did you connect? Sorry, go ahead. Amy.
oh no, I was just going to say I was doing sublimation in 2013 before it was like a home thing because I worked for a seller on Amazon who made coffee mugs and other sublimated items. And then I started selling sublimation mugs on Amazon. So it's kind of cool to come full circle with Subcamp now that sublimation is something you can do at home.
Oh,
Because back then
totally.
it wasn't. It was really like, ooh, expensive equipment and it's complicated, stuff like that.
That's the way I feel like DTF, white toner, all these different types of printers are right now. They're really
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
expensive to do at home right now, but I think the technology is like going down that path where we're going to be
Mm-hmm.
like able to have it in our homes at some point.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Jen, what were you going to say?
Well, I was just kind of thinking here. It's just kind of fun because everybody's kind of in different parts of the country right now. But it's like, Amy and I like, found each other. You guys, how did you find each other?
I feel
I
like we
don't
don't
even
actually know.
remember.
You don't
We
have an
did.
origin story? There's no
So we
like,
did realize that way back, like 2011, Cricut had this blogger type. It was an online thing where bloggers competed, and they made projects, and then like the public picked the winner or something. And we were both in that, and we
Oh, okay.
think that's the first time we really like knew,
kind of
of
crossed.
each other online in a way, if that makes sense.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
we've been friends for years and we would, meet up at events. We probably met at one of the old Snap conferences that was going on is kind of like where we think. But then 3 years ago, we had participated in Cricut Craft Fest and saw like, oh, this is pretty successful. And we had been doing a little bit of sublimation. And I just texted Angie. I was like, when are we doing like a sublimation event? And by the end of that day, we had like everything planned. So it was quick, but I think we partner together really well.
Oh, totally. You guys are
Yeah.
super, super fun together. And now
Yeah,
you're
for
doing
sure.
a podcast together.
Oh yeah, tell us about that. Tell
Yeah,
us.
so we have Sublimation Camp, and then we also do Crafting for Profit Camp, which is for people that want to run or start a handmade business. And after Crafting for Profit Camp, it was in January this year. And after it, the two of us just had a conversation. Like, well, first of all, it was like, we should do lives throughout the year and, like, you know, encourage and support small handmade businesses and, like, go in depth into some of these topics or touch on some of these that we can't during camps. That's a great idea. And then within 24 hours, again, this is a pattern with us. Within 24 hours, it had turned into like, we can use the audio for a podcast and here's a name for it. And we're going to do this.
Okay, so
We don't
I
really
have
plan.
I
It's
have
just
thought about that. Yeah.
it just happens.
Wow. So you guys really are just kind of catalysts for each other. Whereas Amy and I, one of us will push the other, like, and the other one is like resisting about something. And then, you know, but we do go back and forth. So I'll push Amy on some things, she'll push me on some things. But yeah, it usually takes one or the other of us a little bit of time to kind of, you know, get into it. You know, agree.
A little bit, but I think a lot of times we're just like, all right, we're making it happen. Let's go.
So I'm curious because Jen and I talk about this a lot. In your events or your joint projects, do you have like clear roles? Like that's your job, that's your department, that's my department, or do you kind of work on everything together? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, there are some things that I think are clearly delineated, and then there's some things with whoever's available. Angie had her set of family emergencies for Crafting for Profit
I'm
Camp in
sorry.
January, and I had my set of family emergencies for Sublimation Camp this year. So I feel like there was a lot of me jumping in and doing things I don't normally do in January, and she's jumped in a lot this way. But it's nice because we know that we'll pick up each other's slack, and we'll get there. It doesn't. I don't think we're such good friends and we're such good business partners. I don't feel resentful or anything if we end up not doing the thing that we planned on doing or whatever.
Right. Yeah, Jen and I sort of have, last year we tried to do a lot more of like, I was thinking about doing this. What do you think? Why don't you review this? Why don't you review that? And then we sort of figured out our lanes and, we ask each other for feedback, but we don't necessarily do everything together, which is helpful. But, we do jump in a lot. And of course we have Susan that helps us. So that's awesome too.
Susan.
I was going to say, we all share Susan. Susan's like
we
the
share
thing
Susan.
that brings
She's
us
amazing.
together.
Yes. That's awesome.
Okay, so actually I just noticed in the chat, so Melinda was asking, and she was asking us to tell you, or please, Cori, tell us about your book.
I have
About
mine right here.
You guys have my book?
I wanted to
is
go ahead and show mine too.
seriously
Woo!
The most beautiful,
Where's my book? It's in your other
the
craft
most
room. Right?
beautiful cover.
So this
Seriously,
is my new book. It's so beautiful.
It's stunning.
It technically releases tomorrow, but Amazon's already selling it. So it's called Sublimation Crafting, and it is basically walks you through all the basics of sublimation crafting, and then it has 15 projects and all the files you need to make the projects. And I mean, the photographer did a beautiful job. I mean, I feel like, well, that's not a very pretty page. Let's find a pretty page. And we got
Gorgeous.
what's the best that could happen? We've
And
got,
your design style is all throughout this book.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
amazing.
so all the files kind of go together. They're all kind of my bright and happy style.
Mhm.
I
And
love
I'm
your
really
style.
So
It's
beautiful.
like one of my favorites.
And you know what I love? What I love in your
And so my Cricut book is up there, and they actually go together. They sort of are matching books.
Oh, that makes sense. What I love in your book is you have that sublimation sandwich feature because people get confused about what do I layer in what order to press things? Does it go face up? Does it go face down? So Cori has this really cool little graphic and she calls it a sublimation sandwich, which is really cute. So she tells you how to layer the things before you press. I love that.
Yeah, I feel like that's really important, especially because there's things that take extra layers that you may not know. It works better if you have that really expensive green pad, and all sorts of things. And so I feel like having that there is just really helpful for people.
Ooh, and you've got the Sawgrass software. Sorry, I got distracted.
I was going to say, Jen's swirling and she's going to read
I
the book.
did. I squirreled. Yeah, no, so this I love it when we can easily find answers to questions we have, and books are so amazing. Like for me, that's like my go-to source. I'd rather actually read a book than I would watch a video, which I know sounds like, silly, but I just love sitting at a table and, paging through, and I don't know, it's my happy spot.
We spend so
So,
much time on the computer that sometimes I feel like having just a resource that can like get you off the computer and, even if it's just
Mhm.
like, printable cheat sheets or whatever it is that can be like
yeah.
next to your machine that you're not staring at a computer all day. I feel like that's always fun.
Yeah,
So
I
there
agree.
actually is a link to the book in our description for the YouTube channel today. We also have YouTube links to both you girls, and I believe that your podcast we can watch your podcast on either one of those. Correct?
Yeah.
Of your
Yes.
channels.
If you need like a URL, it's craftingforprofitlive.com, but it's
Okay.
literally on your favorite podcast platform. So whatever podcast platform you like to listen to, or YouTube for watching, and it's on both our channels.
It's so fun.
Oh,
I
yeah, that's
love
awesome.
that there's just so much there's so much resources, some fun, like, if you're in your home all by yourself doing your thing, to be able to sit and put them on as you're working, or to put Amy and I and our replays on as you're working. I think it just is I love that there's that sense of community and togetherness as we're really just kind of all in our little spots all over in our craft rooms. Speaking
Right.
of which, I have to mention, sorry, just this is like so cool to me. Angie, tell us where you're at right now.
So I am actually in a tiny house, and it started as a tiny house for my middle daughter. Like we all know, housing prices have gotten insane. So we had built this as sort of a transition home for her, so she could live here, save money, and get her own place. And she moved out, got her own place, and I was like, So I kind of put my office up here so I could kind of separate it from the house. I think we all have that struggle where it's like
Yeah.
getting out of the house and like
Oh, yeah,
separating your work
totally.
from, yeah. And so that's the reason I originally did it. But as I'm getting into more of this technology, and like the lasers are way bigger than that Cricut machine back there. Yeah. So it is slowly becoming a laser haven. It's where I can do all my laser crafting up here and kind of spread out.
Okay,
I
so
love
that
that.
is
That
like
is
my
so fun.
dream. Like
Yes,
literally my dream
me too.
is to have like my own little tiny house just for my crafts. So fun. Of course,
I
then
love
my
that.
husband never see me and our relationship would falter, but I guess, if I try to keep it between 9 to 5, it's probably
Yeah,
okay.
just keep your business hours, shut the tiny house door, and go inside.
Mhm.
All right, there we
Yep.
go.
I love that. I'm so jealous. Jen, Jen, can you tell me, because we mentioned we're both speakers at Subcamp, do you have your project to share? Because I want to see what you're making for Subcamp this year.
Okay, so actually, you guys, I didn't just do one project, I had 3 projects. So I wanted to actually show how to create templates in Procreate because I'm like obsessed, right? And I was doing this and I was playing around and kind of, going in the background, and I realized that there are 3 different ways that I thought would work really well for different types of blanks. So not only do I have like how to do templates for really small things, like my little necklace here. Oops, there it goes.
Oh, cool.
Yep, so that's one of
Cute.
them. Then I also have, so this is my backup coffee mug today. But I also have a mug that I show you how to design a wrap for. So
Oh,
that's
cool.
fun, like a
Yeah.
full kind of wrap. And then I have again, or then I wanted to do kind of like odd shaped blanks. So there's like, there's squares and there's rectangles and circles that are easier to work with. But I wanted to show kind of like what if you had a blank that was completely, off and different sized. So
Mm.
I show you actually how to take a picture of it flat and then go ahead and size it and pull it into Procreate, create a template that's the legit size of this, and then go ahead and design on that. So even using clipping masks and things. So it was
Ooh, fancy.
really fun for me because and I started all off by just showing you how to take one basic design in Procreate and then keep the sizes, the quality of it as you pull it into different blanks. So one design, 3 projects. How about you,
Wow.
Amy?
You're an overachiever. I've been wanting to play with sublimating on faux leather, which Angie has done an amazing job on her YouTube video on how to do that. And I've been wanting to play with it for a while. So I'm showing 3 different ways to sublimate onto faux leather, which is a question I'm asked about a lot. And I
It's
also
shown
wanted
up
to
in our
show,
chat or already.
yes.
Yeah.
And then I also, so you can get really pretty, vibrant colors. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, you can't see that. It's too bright.
Nope, we
But
can.
anyway.
Yeah, you can.
And then in my video, I really wanted to show my technique for making earring sized sublimation prints, because as we know, if we're using regular sublimation prints or infusible ink, a lot of time the scale of the pattern is really big. So I wanted to show my technique in Canva for getting those sublimation prints small so you can see the whole design on the earring, and then also how I make my prints mirrored. It drives me nuts when people make earrings and they're not, they're copies of each other, they're not symmetrical. So I wanted to show people how to do that with, let me see if I can show you in this one, the print is,
It's mirrored.
right, mirrored. So anyway,
Okay, Amy, I have to grab this pair of earrings I just made, so give me just a second.
Okay.
Here.
Now I'm wondering if she did not mirror.
Now I'm wondering too. Oh my God.
I did
Okay,
mirror.
we've officially moved into Squirrel and Tell now, you guys, just so you know.
I just made these. I was like, you showed the same earrings that I just made. So
that is so cool.
Next week.
Oh, that's so funny.
I did notice that Amy's color choices for those earrings really seem to work well with the subcamp theme. So
yes,
and I have a suspicion she did that on purpose.
Yes, that's what I was going for. Kind of brights and yes, and geometrics too. So yes,
because your style is so recognizable as a designer. No, I feel like it just from your blog to, which is Hey Let's Make Stuff. Did we even mention the name of your blog? Okay, or your website. It's not even just a blog anymore; it's a full website. Mm-hmm. But yeah, from going from that into the different camps. So you guys, not only do you have sublimation and DTF camp, but you mentioned too you have profit for say it yourself.
Crafting for profit.
There we go. All right, so obviously I just made like hit my limit for tumbling. So
Jenna's reached her talking limit.
I think so.
Everyone in the chat is super excited about Subcamp. Remember, if you want to grab your ticket to Subcamp, as Cori mentioned, the early bird pricing is still in effect, and we have those links down in the description. You go ahead. It's just like our event. You sign up. You get your free ticket. It takes like 30 seconds to get a free ticket. So just go ahead and do that now so you're ready on Thursday when it begins. Excuse me. But we're
very excited. I already have my shirt.
I'm sorry, Sublimation and DTF camp.
Sublimation and DTF camp.
Yeah.
And speaking of
my DTF shirt here, if anybody wants to see it.
Oh, I do.
Yeah. So this is DTF. It's huge. So I'll hang it up here. So this is one of the projects that I make. This is basically how to buy a transfer and put it on a shirt, which is the easiest way to use DTF, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah,
Angie and I, we flew to Fargo to learn how to use a DTF machine at Heat Transfer Warehouse and spent some time up there, and both decided that's hard.
Yes.
We're waiting for the technology to advance, but there are very valid reasons for getting a DTF printer. But we love DTF printing. It's really one of the most beautiful transfers, and they last a long time. So if you've had trouble with HTV, I feel like DTF is like
it's not just for fabric, right? It's for different multiple surfaces.
It's mostly for fabric. Okay. I mean, but we tested a bunch of different things. I was able to do it successfully, like on neoprene and wood. But we both, I think Angie tried ceramic and I tried glass, and those were like a no-go.
Okay. Yeah,
well,
I did
for those,
and like a linen notebook, and it worked. So I feel like it has to be like fabric feel or porous for it to like get into there. Any kind of hard surface, it just like peels right back up.
Yeah,
right. But for that, you can use the DTF decals where you're printing a decal instead of a transfer.
We do have a class on that, so that's called UV DTF. So it's called UV DTF. It's a different type of printer, kind of a different technology. Heidi with Happiness is Homemade is doing a class on that. We'll show you how to like order those prints, and she does a full wrap with those, which is awesome. And I experimented with those the other day. Once you stick those on a surface, they do not come off. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing.
So
I want to play with that a little bit.
Yeah, I think that is a challenge with sublimation, like doing sublimation on glass, is that it's, transparent. It's a dye. And so I was looking for, because, we all, Instagram, it just like grabs our attention and we want to buy stuff. So I saw some really cool, what I thought were DTF transfers that were going on glass, but you're saying that those were not DTF transfers. They were something else.
Well, yeah, it's called UV DTF. So I'll briefly explain. So DTF stands for direct to film. So you have regular DTF printer, you print on film, you add powder adhesive, and it'll stick to fabric. A UV DTF, it prints on film, and then a UV light cures it. So it's a different type of ink. So it's cured by a UV light, and then most machines actually put a laminate over the top, so an extra layer of protection. And then it's just basically kind of like a sticker, but you transfer it the same way as vinyl, so it kind of has a transfer tape. So it's a little bit different than a regular sticker.
Okay, so that makes so much more sense, because that's what I saw, and I was trying to like equate the two, because I'm like, it just doesn't seem to quite make sense. So that's what I want to try, because I would love to, because I have Procreate designs, and I would just love to be able to, like, all the different ways that I can find, ways to use Procreate designs. I'm like all in. So I saw this, I wanted to do it, so that's what I need to do.
Yes.
I did see somebody in the chat just now ask about early access for Sublimation Camp. We do not do early access for our camps. It was just something to keep our customer service sort of under control. We do everything within those 3 days, but those 3 days are super fun. So that's when the Facebook group is crazy, and we just have all of our campfire chats. We do a bunch of different things. And so there's no early access. That was just a decision that we made when we started doing camps, but it does open on May 2nd.
Well, I was going to say, I think that what that does too is it builds the anticipation, and then everybody's starting at once, which is really fun. I mean, they're all showing up at camp together, and I think that's, I don't know, that is actually part of the charm. So
yeah, we're all going to camp.
Yeah.
Yes. At the same time, I love that. And you do have those beginner classes that are available all 3 days. So if someone needs 3 days to watch those, I love that you don't just put them on the first day, that you make them available the whole time.
Yeah, we figure people have to work on Thursday and Friday, and if they're beginners, Saturday's their only day. We don't want to just have, those classes available just that one day.
Right. Love that. That's awesome. Well, we're super excited. We're honored to be invited back to Subcamp again.
Yeah.
And we're so excited to be able to share with our attendees that Subcamp really is a cool next adventure if you're interested in sublimation or DTF crafting. Super fun.
So we do have a couple more questions about TTF in the chat, but what I'm going to do is just refer you guys over to Subcamp, because again, it's a free ticket. So there's, no reason not to do it if you'd like to. And I know that from looking at like what the lineup is, you guys have covered this subject from start to finish, sublimation and DTF, and I did not know about the UV DTF, but now I do. So you guys have it. Like, I love how you are really catering towards different like beginners, intermediates, so that you can bring people through the entire journey. So
Absolutely. Is there anything else you wanted to mention about Subcamp? Anything else? Did we miss anything?
I don't think so. It's really fun. I feel like we have just such a good time. And yeah, so come and join us. Grab that free ticket. It's super fun.
Absolutely. Yeah. And Jen and I will be there. We'll be there as speakers. We'll be there in the Facebook group helping to answer your questions. We'll be cheering you on just like we have for the adventure, the Cricut Crafting Adventure. So we're super excited to have Cori and Angie with us today. So awesome. Thank you, ladies, for being with us.
Thank you.
We really appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
Yep. All right.
Jen's going to be messaging you in about 5 minutes about how to start a podcast, just so you know. That's where this is going.
What you're doing right now is what we do. So you're already halfway there.
Yep.
Right. I don't know if all the swirling translates to a podcast, though, but we'll chat about it.
Yep. Yeah, she knows me so well. All right. So, guys, thank you so much for joining us. And, yeah, we'll see you soon at Subcamp.
Thanks.
Bye. Bye, Cori. Bye, Angie.
Bye.
Bye.
Let's see.
Oh, Kelly says squirreling is great for a podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're doing the visual, so we just weren't sure if it was going to translate, but glad to know that you guys think it does.
Oh, okay. So let us know in the comments. Do you already have your Subcamp ticket? Are you excited about Subcamp? This year, last year our two events were about a month apart, but now this year our events are really close together. So we just want to make sure that you know about Subcamp, You're excited about it. We love it. Jen and I get super excited every year for sub camp. Jennifer Maker's a huge part of sub camp. You get to meet all kinds of cool
I think
crafters.
6 of our different tour guides, like, is it 6
Yeah.
including us or 6 and us, are actually speakers over in sub camp too.
Yes. And then one of my favorite crafters to watch, I don't know if you've watched her, but she's an expert, expert on sublimation and DTF, is Delonda Ford. She is awesome.
Oh yeah, she's so
love
and her
her.
energy level is.
Oh, I love her. And I love her, the way she like runs her lives and stuff. She just has a very patient, calming way about her. I don't know. I like her a lot. She's a big speaker at sub camp. So it's really fun. I love it. I'm super excited for it. Yes, Kristen loves Delonda. Susan loves
So does
Delonda.
Susan.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there are actually I love these different events because there were many in sub camp that I recognized, but there are some new people too that I did not, I don't know, because we're kind of crossing into a little bit different, it's not our typical cricket crafting adventure.
Right.
So it's fun to me to like see this and like and kind of follow new people just like you guys are too.
Yeah.
So,
and Jen and I, every year when we do our event, some people do multiple events a year. Jen and I really are committed to having the Cricut crafting adventure, at least for now, at this scale, once a year, because it does take a lot of our time and energy, and we want it to be perfect. So we spend a lot of time throughout the year planning for the next one, and we're always looking for other speakers. So if there are crafters that you love that maybe we don't know about, be sure to reach out to us, send us an email, let us know, leave us a comment on YouTube so we can get some new speaker ideas. We had the new idea of Leo from Dreaming Tree, who we both love.
You guys caught onto that one and ran with
Yeah.
it. So Michelle said she's hooking us up with him, so that'll be
Yes.
fun. Yeah.
So anyway, we love meeting new speakers and new crafters just like you do. So I hope you'll, share your ideas with us.
So another part of like just doing this adventure once a year is, well, it makes it really super special, but it gives you guys time to kind of go through the VIP and trying the different things.
Mm-hmm.
And then it gives Amy and I time to focus on some of the things that we really like wanted to do for our businesses as well.
Right.
So one of those things is, Amy, you have a membership that you do, which is amazing. And then I have my Procreate book and my Procreate course.
Yeah, those are super fun. We hope to be, sharing with you more about that over the course of the year when we're getting together doing our little YouTube lives. I've actually gotten a lot of new members in my club. It's a low cost.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's a low cost membership. And remember a few years back, I did a Christmas event where I did the 25 days of Christmas earrings, and every day was like a surprise of what the new design was going to be. And then I had so many people message me after and say, I want a surprise design all the time.
Yeah.
So that's what I do in my club. Every Monday, I give them at least 2 new SVGs. They're original, along with a video tutorial and a printable guide, because everyone likes those printable instructions. And it's a really fun way to just share new projects and hopefully inspire people to, keep crafting. So that's my little club. And it's really fun.
So I was going to say, so I did get a couple questions about Procreate. So my Procreate course, Penny wanted to know if it was new or if it's just the same classes I did in January. And what it is it is the same course, but I'm doing all new it's a 4-week, live course. So new lives every week. But the pre-recorded content's the same, and we're going to be going the same way. But what she's wondering is, I did tease at the end of my last one, because Penny was in it, that I'm going to be doing a new book and course that I'm working on this summer. So that's kind of, I'm going to go radio silent for just a little bit so I can get those done. It's going to be next level. So we're going to get into a whole bunch of new things. But but Amy, we are going to be keeping this going throughout the school, like the school year, through next year.
The school year,
And then-
yes. The school year.
And then tonight.
Yes. So today we were so excited to have Cori and Angie on. We didn't want to spend the whole time just talking about our event. We really wanted you to, get in on all the fun of sub camp. So we will be meeting tonight at 7 p.m. right here, and we'll just be sort of reviewing the whole week. We'll be asking you, what were your favorite craft projects? Who did you discover this week as a speaker that you didn't know about before? What are the things you're going to be looking forward to making and trying throughout the year, like new techniques or new materials? We'll be thanking our sponsors and reminding you about them one more time. And what else will we be doing? We will be, I don't know, I guess just wrapping up the week and talking about all things the adventure. So we hope you'll join us tonight for that, 7 p.m. Don't worry, Nikki, if you miss it, you'll be able to watch it. It'll be on a replay. Yes, Susan, an after dinner coffee chat.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. And if you have something extra in your coffee, we won't know or tell.
That's pretty funny. So if you are a free ticket holder, just like Cori was saying, they get messages where people say, "Oh no, I missed the VIP pass, at the discounted price." Our pass price did not go up when the event started. It's been the same price this whole time, but it will be going up tonight at midnight. Basically, when the event is over, it will be going up tonight at midnight to $97. And after a week, it's disappearing completely. So you won't be able to buy it a month from now. So if you want that discounted price, be sure to grab the VIP tonight before midnight Eastern. And if you still want to get it next week, it will be available for $97 until May 4th at midnight. And then it's gone until next year. So that's my little public service announcement to not miss the VIP.
Well, and I have to say that the VIP, when we added that travel perks this year, or this week, that I mean, we have over $8,500 worth of bonuses, VIP bonuses from our speakers, including that Canva workshop from Jennifer Maker, all kinds of other cool things. And so that was cool, but it's me, so I got really excited about the perks that we added. So your additional designs, so it really is the Jen and Amy special bundle, and that's included now with the VIP perks.
So I wanted to just clarify, if you don't mind, $8,500 is our giveaway, our amount of giveaways. Oh. It's $2,800 is our VIP bonus, like the VIP bonus of all the contributions from all the speakers. So just a little differentiation there.
Yeah, you're right. I screwed that one up. I get me and numbers. It's just
the only reason I remember is because I wrote the email about it this morning. So it's fresh in my mind. I get confused. Confused too.
Yeah. So there is definitely that.
Yes. And I wanted to mention again, because I keep getting questions about it, my Dreambox behind me, Dreambox being one of our awesome sponsors, Create Room makes the Dreambox, and they are giving away a Dreambox as part of our event. And my YouTube video going through with a whole walkthrough about my Dreambox, my delivery experience, my initial thoughts on the Dreambox, that will be live on my YouTube channel tomorrow, probably around 1 p.m. And I'll post about it in our Facebook group.
Maybe you should make that a premiere. Can you make it a premiere?
Normally I would, but tomorrow at 1 o'clock I will be down in Orlando moving my son out of his dorm.
Oh, so that's right.
Yeah. We had to make a move out appointment. So I told my son, make the appointment, but before you make the appointment, consult with me on the time and day.
Did he?
So he just made the appointment. I told him it had to be any time after today, right? So he made the appointment for tomorrow, but at 10 a.m. And it's 2 hours away from me. And he has to be completely moved out. He's actually here. He's here now. So tomorrow morning, we have to wake up at the crack of dawn, drive down there so we can unpack up all his stuff, fill all the little holes in his wall from his thumbtacks, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
I forgot you have to do that.
Yeah, and be done by 10 a.m. So that will be my day tomorrow.
That'll be a fun day.
Yeah, it sounds so fun. I'm so excited.
I feel a little bit guilty because my husband's going out on his own to move Jasper. So but they're making it kind of a fun guys trip. They're going to stop and do a couple days in, Big Sky, and it'll be a fun thing for them.
No, that's super fun
about it. Yeah.
That's super fun. But this morning I was like, oh, I could do a premiere. And then I realized, I won't be here.
Yep.
I won't be here all day. But it's okay.
Yeah, but I do think those are fun. Everybody loved Abby's. So we should mention that Abby's expedition that was on YouTube here on Monday is now available as a replay for 24 hours in the course platform. So those of you guys that missed it, on our channel here, you can go ahead now for the next 24 hours and get that there, or find it in the course platform as well. And that was such a fun project, and that was a premiere. So that was actually my first premiere that I've been to.
That was a premiere. I've never done one, but I want to do one because it's cool. When the difference between a premiere video and a regular YouTube video, just so you know, is on a premiere, then the person is basically you're notified ahead of time what the video is going to be about and what time it is, so you can sort of bookmark it and get notified about it. And then the presenter, the creator, is in the chat live with you, and they'll chat and watch the video with you, which is really fun. So I will do that.
Okay, and then one last thing about the giveaways. So, it's been our challenge all week to actually announce the giveaways, or even to set the giveaways up. So our deal is to have like this, this live VIP pass giveaway every day. So what we're doing is but it's a challenge for me because I have to set it up every day. So the giveaway, I'm noticing a couple people are saying that it's not working, and that's because the link is for yesterday's giveaway, which is now over. So I will go draw those and list those. But as soon as we get done here, I'm going to go add the link for today's giveaway. Now today's giveaway for the VIP passes is going to be a little bit different because it is, it's only going to be through tonight. Like right before our live starts at it's 7 p.m. So I think it goes to 6:30. So we're going to have that final drawing then tonight. And, it's a 50-50 if we remember to announce it, but it's actually going to be posted on the page. So,
right. So 7 p.m. Eastern tonight will be our wrap-up call. And so Jen's saying 6:30 p.m. Eastern tonight, it will be the last time to enter that giveaway. And again, sorry, we're just, it is what it is. We're good at so many things, but not everything.
Oh, we sure try. We do, because we love you guys. And we are so excited. The Facebook group is actually going to be open year round. I know I did see somebody ask about that. So you guys, can keep posting your projects there as you make them. I know that not everybody has been able to create during this 5-day, experience. So we want to see those continue for the next, keep doing it, posting as you go. And then, join us for our live tonight. And then, where we go with them going here in this next year.
So Jennifer, we're getting questions about the giveaway again. So Ruth is saying it's kind of late, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, if she lives in another country. So you are going to fix that link right after this call, right?
I am. I'm fixing it right now.
You'll be able to enter right now, Ruth. Someone else had a question. Cynthia's asking where are we posting the giveaways. If you click on the giveaway link right in the YouTube description of this video, the page opens, and at the top you can enter. And if you scroll down a little bit, you'll see the winners. So again, just give us about 15 minutes. We'll get that link working. You can enter and see the winners in the same page. And Susan, our trusty tour guide, summit coordinator, operator, expert, wonderful person, is emailing the winners and letting them know.
So you will get notified.
Right. You will get notified via email, either that you won and you have a brand new VIP pass that we'll give you, and we'll, you're free, you'll go away, you'll have a VIP pass, or if you already have VIP, we will refund you. Okay. If you want a VIP pass.
So again, there are more than just our VIP pass giveaways. So do you know when the other giveaways are being drawn?
I know that they closed today. All the other giveaways, the $8,500 of giveaways that Jen was mentioning, those are on our course platform. So where you've been logging in every day this week to watch the videos. On the very first welcome lesson, if you scroll down on the left-hand side and you see enter the giveaways, all of those giveaways close tonight at 5 p.m. Eastern. So be sure you've entered to win the Dream Box. You've entered to win all of the cool giveaways. There's a Cricut Joy Extra giveaway. In fact, I think there's 2. Mim has one. Mim Jenkinson, one of our sponsors also. She has a Cricut Joy giveaway along with a year membership to her Secret Sticker Society. Creative Fabrica has a Joy Extra giveaway. All kinds of cool giveaways. So enter those in our course platform by 5 p.m. Eastern tonight.
I kind of zoned out. Did you mention my iPad giveaway too?
I did not mention your iPad giveaway. Jen is giving away an iPad and an Apple Pencil and a spot in her June Procreate Live Course Experience Extravaganza. Whoosh, jazz hands.
I actually put confetti on the page too. So when they sign up and they go to the thank you page or the
Oh,
next
that's so
step page,
cute.
confetti comes down. That's really
Yay.
cool. Oh wait, no,
Yay.
that's the success page.
The Polka Dot Peach is giving away 3 $100 gift cards to my favorite faux leather crafting store. 12 by 12 cardstock is giving away that giant pack of paper that I've been showing you all week. Along with a little
Wait, I feel like we need we'll do that tonight in the thing. We're just gonna do like best highlight moments. So we'll just both,
Yeah. So tonight we'll go through all our speakers again, all of our sponsors again, just to remind you about how cool they are and all those things. But go enter the giveaways on our course platform. Those are the giveaways from our event. Welcome menu, welcome page. It's like a little picture of a Cricut Joy in the sunshine, in the sunset. When you're on that page on the left-hand side, scroll down to giveaways. And that's where you'll enter them.
And then again, there's a separate giveaway, which is just the VIP passes that we've been doing these lives. And that link is in the description, but it does not, the enter button on that page does not work right now because I have to go and set that up in like 5 minutes.
Yes. See, isn't that clear? Isn't that so easy to understand? It's so clear. Thank you for your patience with us as we, squirrel through all of the things.
So, I think we had a great adventure. Amy, I'm so excited. I'm glad that we're doing the separate wrap up because I would be crying otherwise right now. So instead, I'm going to cry tonight because
she'll cry later.
But I'm telling myself it's not the end of the adventure. It's not. You guys can all adventure on with us again in the chats or the lives here and then with the other things that we do throughout the year.
Yes. So, love that. Yeah. Awesome. Oh, it's 11:01. We did so good today.
Yay! It's always my goal to hit the number because it's so easy for us to go past it.
We did.
And how cool is that today to have Angie and Cori too? So we're gonna do more interviews going forward too.
Yeah. Do you like that? Let us know in the comments if you like the interviews and the guest speakers because I think that's pretty fun.
I love getting to know people. So that's been a blast. Yeah. And of course, we'll always have Amy, Iris, Emily, and Lucy because they are like our comic relief. So they'll make repeat perform.
But will we have Mrs. Claus? That's what I want to know. Will we have Mrs. Claus?
Mrs. Claus, Emily the Enchantress, Emily the Explorer.
There was Explosion Box Enchantress.
Oh, that's right. So you got it. Way to go. You were so funny. Now
don't get me started. Okay. I can't. Okay.
All right. So you guys, there's been a lot of fun highlights this last week. Thank you again for joining us and we'll see you tonight.
Yes. We'll see you soon.